Hello everyone. Today we are not playing a game, we are talking, and we're gonna have a cozy, relaxed evening because I am very tired and I don't know why. I've been very tired very often recently and it's been a struggle. I don't know. I got so much sleep over the past day. Oh my god, and I'm still tired. I'm fine. It's never gonna get better, is it? I see it feels like it's an endless cycle. Anyway, I will say hello to everyone. Hello to Nimby the Deadly Nada. Hello Urano. Hello Stargazer. Hello MM1. Hello V Club. Hello Betsy Q. Hello Riona. And hello Sora. Hope you're having a good day today. The second best mod bot tricks. Talkiest, that's okay. Don't worry about that, Fox with the Prime. Hope you're having a good day today. Hello. Chronic tiredness is tough. Well, I don't even know why I'm so tired, you know? I don't really understand where it's come from. I have theories, but we shall see. As I mentioned this in my Discord server, I believe. I'm not sure if I said this on stream yesterday. Not yesterday, three days ago? But I do have a hospital appointment booked after running this appointment since I was in secondary school, like year 8 or something. Probably, how old are you in year 8? Year 11 when you're in year 12 years old. So this will be it. Maybe that'll have all the solutions. You never know. I'll mention how tired I've been. I think that might come up. But hello Tokyo, hope you're having a good day today. The idea I had for today, well, I say idea, the last minute idea. It was always the plan. What do you mean? The idea basically is I thought we could have a talk about what kind of things people do for the autumn and what makes what kind of celebrations there are. Because I know that, at least in the UK, we seem to have quite a lot that happens around this time of year. Because we have Halloween, and so much happens for Halloween. So many companies and businesses and attractions are all doing special things every year for Halloween. And then there's also Bonfire Night, which happens on the 5th of November. And that's a big thing as well. We do fireworks and we have big bonfires. And it's interesting. I don't know. I was just wondering what other countries do and all kinds of things. Holy cow, classic NHS queues. I wasn't in a queue for 9 years. I was in a queue for probably about 7 months. It's just that the doctors wouldn't take me seriously and didn't ever push me further forwards. And then, you know, every couple of years I'd try again. And this time I managed to get them to refer me to a specialist. So that's what happened, because, you know, they want to save money, so like, it's probably nothing, you're fine. Have you tried taking insert thing here? Yes. Have you tried doing this? Yes. And they just send you home. How is that helpful? Bonfire of the night when everything burns. No, not everything. We don't make everything burn, we just make things we want to burn. Remember the 9th of October, it's the 5th of November, not the 9th of November. Hello, Thomas Smith. Hope you're having a good day today. Got hit with EPs. I am very tired. But I want to stream, that's the thing. Even if I am tired, I still know. I want to be here. It's just like, you know. And that was me yesterday, so I didn't stream. What was I think I was doing something yesterday as well. No, I was actually asleep. Okay. Now that I think about it. Mid-Autumn Festival is fun. Do you have a Mid-Autumn Festival in your country? That sounds cool. I'd love to hear about it. I do think we should have more festivals. In fact, I have a whole video on that. God, I need to make more stuff like that. I think it was a nice little video, and then it didn't do particularly well, and I kind of gave up all hope of trying that, but maybe I can get back into it once I've made this Winnie the Pooh video that never feels like it's never going to come out. I swear it'll come out soon. It's so close to being finished. I don't even think it's going to do that well. I just need to move on from it. Shameless self-promotion? I have no shame, Stargazer. That's why I'm a VTuber. You could not be a VTuber with shame in you. You're being an anime character online for hours of your life. The things I have done on my streams, oh my god. All the singing and the weird little dances, and for example, when I was celebrating on Connect Sports the other day, and then all the moments where I've exposed how bad I am at playing certain games. Oh dear, I'm fine. Can you tell I'm tired? My eyes keep closing when I'm talking. You think you're confusing shame with not being shy? I think shame is, but shameless. It is shame though. A lot of people would feel embarrassed about a lot of the things that I do, but I just do them because I don't get. Hello, have Ray's wife. Hello, I'm doing okay, thank you. How are you doing? Festival video is one of the videos that got you in. Hooked you in. Well, there you go. I did get some lovely comments the other day when I clipped the short that I made. When I made that short from the video that was about trees, people seem to really like that. So I suppose there is a desire for that kind of content. It's just, I need to make more of it. You got revenge on your bully. That is good, right? As long as you didn't beat them up yourself. I don't know if that's a good idea, but if say they got in lots of trouble, or maybe I don't know what you mean by your bully. I mean, if it's a workplace bully, I hope they got reprimanded, or if it's a school bully, I hope the teachers got them in trouble. Whatever happened. It sounds good though, hopefully. Yeah, from Hong Kong, though you're in the UK right now. We have mooncakes during a night festival where we take cute little lanterns and watch the full moon. Ah, this sounds lovely. I love mooncakes. I've had them because I guess I've been gifted some before in a little tin, and they're really nice. I really enjoyed them. I find it a bit weird when there's an egg in them. I don't think that's quite for me, but I do like the flavours. They're really nice. Hello, no, not hello, but I was going to say hello to D Loss, but I was like, no, that's not what this was. Thank you so much, Thomas Smith, for the gifted membership. That's really kind of you. I hope that D Loss 1119 enjoys it, honestly. Thank you, that's very kind. Actually, the video where you yap for 6 minutes about trees is my first video of yours. That's cool. I'm happy to hear that. I'm glad you like it. I will try to make some more like that at some point. Eventually. I promise. Hello, Lifer. Good evening to you too. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Rihanna, you might be the only recent channel that watched the videos first. Yeah, honestly, that's unusual for somebody to find me through my videos first and then come to my streams. It's not usually that way around. That's good. I'm happy that people are finding me through other sources of entertainment. Content, that's the word. Oh my god. Mooncake, you wish that? I wish for mooncakes too. I'll try and get some, I think. They'd be nice. Because just, you know how some people do mukbangs, they just sit there and eat food? Maybe I should just do that as a stream. Just mooncake eating stream and just hum nom 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 nom. Oh, stream. That would be so boring. I won't do it. Tempting though. The egg yolks are definitely unusual, but you can enjoy that. Yeah, they are strange. It's a weird thing to have in them. I found that sometimes they didn't have egg yolks and sometimes they did, and it was a bit random. And sometimes they had two or several egg yolks. I don't know. You have a very curated algorithm? That's really good. A lot of people struggle with their algorithms, unfortunately. A lot of people find they're constantly being recommended what most people probably would call slop. At this point, they say do that. Yeah, I'm not going to do it, Thomas Smith. I was just dreaming about mooncakes. I'm just going to do something. I'm fine. Ow! I just smacked my hand on my chair. That hurt. I'm so sorry. Apologising for my hand, I suppose I am. I don't know who else I'm apologising to. I'm fine. Why am I so hot suddenly? I was so cold and... sorry, give me a minute. I don't even know why. I'm fine. So anyway, so sorry to your chair too. I'm sorry, chair. I'm sorry. I'm just fixing stuff. Okay. There we go. I should be better now. If I get too hot, I can switch things over. You search for one thing in the search bar and your whole feed becomes that single thing for a week. Oh, I know! That can happen, can't it? It's a problem. I think it happens less the older, or the more you watch YouTube / the more data it has on you from watching over time. I think it gets better. But if it's quite a new account, I can see how that could happen. But it does happen to an extent. It's like, oh, let's keep trying these things. You watched this one video. Could this be a new interest for you? Could we find a whole new a whole new market of videos to market you to? Can we make more money from you? I think that's the idea. So, I don't know. It is annoying, though. It definitely can be. The horrors you've seen in your recommendations, and you're not talking horror videos, there are some concerning things. Oh dear. A strange thing I noticed the other day was I was looking at my channel settings, and it's actually possible to turn off advertising of certain categories, and I realised I actually have gambling adverts disabled. I don't have any other category disabled, but I have gambling disabled because gambling is bad. And I don't think I should be promoting that indirectly by people watching my streams. So I turned it off. I don't know why I said that, but yes, it's in my mind now. You have one problem of yours, it's difficult to explain away. That's okay, you don't have to explain if you are struggling to put it into words. That's fine. Oh my goodness. Also, before this stream started today, my computer was on fire. It metaphorically. I had to look at the temperature settings and it said it was 95 degrees. It was going crazy. Honestly, I had to reduce the video settings on here because my model was moving like this. You know, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. It was moving frame by frame by frame and not at a nice frame rate, and everything was dying. So yeah, I had to turn off the proper lighting behind me, which is why it's so dark. It's supposed to be brighter here, but no, it's not. Oh dear. Hello, visitor. How's that how you say your name? I hope you're having a good day today. Hola. You have nothing disabled? You don't get anything you hate? Been on a sailboat YouTube binge, also found some guy teaching people how to build their homes for cheap? I don't think you're talking about... I assume you're not a monetized channel, are you, Thomas? Are you a monetized channel, Thomas Smith? That's impressive. I was saying, I think you might be confused. I was talking about how if you are somebody who has advertising on their channel, you can turn off categories of adverts for certain that cannot be played on your video. So I turned off gambling, that's what I meant. Call the Exorcist. No, I wasn't moving that drastically. Moving like that is the easiest way to make it go slowly, to make it obvious what I'm trying to show you. But yeah, it's fine. So yes, my computer is hot, but it's not dying. You know what? Let me open up the thing that tells me how hot it is, and I will let you know. This is the thing. That graphics card, it tries so hard to do these beautiful things for me, and I ask too much of it. Yeah, it's at 85 degrees now, not 95, so it's a lot better. Pardon me? Hello, the Rag and Senor Ruba Fajita. Hope you're both having lovely days today. And the Jaguar, oh my goodness. You like VTubers? You also use ASMR to sleep, and those two things apparently have a subsection that you do not belong to. But YouTube really seems to think you do. I mean, it makes sense that YouTube thinks you'd connect the two. ASMR VTubers is a massive thing. It's such a popular category. Oh my god. When I look at it, I'm like, should I just give in and do it? Because it's crazy how well it does. And I'm a big fan of ASMR. I just don't think I'd want to do it myself, really. Because I think, like, if I did it, it would kind of force me to being an ASMR only channel. It's kind of how they work, because it's such a strong audience, it's so targeted, they won't be interested in anything else I do, so it's not really gonna work. So I don't do it. Oh my goodness. No, you're not. You're a consumer. You are not a content creator. You would hate your life if you became one. You would hate your life if you became a content creator? I didn't think it was that bad. What? Oh my god. What do you mean? It is Spooky Month. Yeah, thank you for the emojis. Oh my goodness. Carve Vieus and your pumpkin. It is pumpkin carving time soon, isn't it, Rihanna and Stargazer? I did do one last year, and I think it's because I did it on stream, didn't I? I don't know what to do this year. I don't even know what I carved into it. Probably it was just the face or something. Pumpkins look pretty, but they take hours to carve. It takes so long just to scoop the insides out that by the time you finish it, I don't know about you, but I kind of lose all motivation to keep going and actually do the design. It's so tedious. I don't know. And then the whole point of putting a pumpkin out is to invite children to come to your door to give out sweets. And I'm too shy to even open the door to children. So it's just maybe I just shouldn't do it this year. I'm scared of children, okay? I don't know what to say. And I know that children would definitely come past my house, and they have come past my house before. So it's it's annoying. Oh my goodness. He's giving Monty head pat ASMR. That's not what? No. What about carving a wax ball and turning it into a candle, or a tie-dye making video? I've never made a tie-dye shirt. I think that's more of a people who grew up in the 1990s kind of thing. That's what I heard of it from. As it used to be very popular to see those in charity shops, I believe, homemade ones. I don't really know anyone who's done that, personally. I don't know. We did cushions kind of like that in school, actually. But I think it was more... My God, we made these... What's that artist called? The one that did the rectangular... Mondrian. We did these round cushions in primary school where we put Mondrian art on, and then they dyed it with the colours. It was a really weird art project. But yeah, I guess they were trying to teach us some sewing skills and some art skills and stuff. It was alright. I think it's good. It's different to just painting a picture. They tried to make it creative. I preferred the book. Nope, my brain's not working. I preferred the pop-up book session that we did. We did that for weeks. I've really enjoyed that. I used to make pop-up books all the time. Well, pop-up cards all the time in my free time. I used to be so passionate about making birthday cards, and I stopped doing it. I should... I've always wanted to get back into doing it, but it's such a... You have to buy a lot of stuff to do it, the way that the hobby is set up. It can get expensive. It's just, it's lots of papercraft card making is generally buying lots of sets of stuff that you stick onto things. They're usually little scenes that are separated into little pieces that you stick together with little sticky pads to make 3D art and stuff. And it looks really cool. But I think they cost about £5 to £10 a set just for a card. And that's an expensive thing to do. I get it's a hobby, but... You know, if you want to make a lot of them and do it a lot in your free time, it's a lot of money. Oh, dear. It's not for everyone. Your impression of it is it's bait, similar to pole dancers, perhaps. I guess. I don't think that's really... I think some of it is very innocent, actually. A lot of ASMR is very innocent. You will get some people who do it for other reasons, but I think there's a whole spectrum out there. It goes all the way across the spectrum. The most annoying thing is when YouTube finds out you just started playing a game or watching a show and starts recommending spoilers for it. Oh yeah, that's really frustrating. I swear sometimes YouTube is listening to me because I don't even show any suggestions that I want to watch a show, and then it just starts showing me all the spoilers. It might just be the case that it's showing recent shows and it's like, you might like this because you like these other shows and you watch this stuff about these other shows. Other people who like those shows like this show. It's probably what it is. It's not listening to me, is it? Don't tell yourself, Vieus. I won't mean that every Saturday. Hello. Have you having a good day? Don't worry, Vieus. I'm sure children are scared of you too. Yes, they are. See, it's mutual. I'm scared of them, and they're scared of me. Oh, God. A scary story event contest. No, I don't like scary stories. I don't like scary things. I'm scared enough about the world as it is. I don't need to consume scary media. I don't play scary games, and I don't watch scary films. Children are scary enough. Dogs are scary enough. I don't like it. I just freak out. I really struggle to separate horror media from reality. I don't know what that noise was, but I assume somebody subscribed. I'm so sorry. Thank you, by the way. It didn't pop up on the screen because it's currently off screen because I'm doing a short stream today. If it was a normal stream, it would still be there. Actually, I don't think... No, that is true. Oh yeah, I was going to edit it. It's fine. Oh dear. You got burnt out making birthday cards for your friends back then? You would usually draw illustrations on those cards rather than adding things like glitter? Oh, you used to do papercraft cards like me. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Pardon me, adding your own illustrations. I'd love to do that, but I'm not very good at illustration. That's my problem. And I didn't want to put the time in to get good at illustration, so I just gave up on making cards, which is a shame. I think they were really pretty, and I think it was really fun. But it was expensive. My goodness. That's the worst. You really wish you could temporarily blacklist certain keywords? Yeah, for when you're trying to avoid spoilers. Oh my god, I know. It's frustrating. I swear. You know, I don't know if anyone would have known about this. Did anyone watch Doctor Who or has watched or is aware of? I mean, I feel like most people probably have heard of it. Anyway, so the day that the final episode of the most recent series of Doctor Who aired, the BBC, which is the company that makes Doctor Who and is also the British Broadcasting Corporation, so they do a unbiased news platform that's really, really popular. Most people use it, and they decided to put the spoiler of the end of the episode on the homepage. Insanity. Why would you do that? They ruined it for so many people, honestly. The series ends with the reveal of the next Doctor, which isn't a spoiler now because it's very well known and put out there. And they just put who it was on BBC News' homepage. What? That's such a big thing for the franchise, and you don't even give people a chance. They kept it a complete surprise, and then if you didn't happen to watch it live or as it came out, it's ruined for you. I will never get over that. I think it's very, very stupid of them, and it's very unfair. They put all that money into making a TV show, and they don't even give people a chance to watch it. What? Why? YouTubers have been recommending you, giving you recommendations of double-digit channels of whatever video game you're watching. Well, as in, YouTube channels that only have under 100 subscribers. That's good. That's really good. I'm really happy to hear that. That means YouTube is trying to push new people out there. It's giving everyone a fair chance, because you never know. Could be a brand new hidden gem. It does happen, and some people deserve more attention than they get, and it's quite sad that that happens. But eventually they'll grow, I hope. I tell myself in hopes that I will too. Oh my goodness. You don't watch Doctor Who? That's okay. Don't worry about it. You don't have to watch it. Haunted houses are your favourite thing about spooky time? That in the movies. So maybe this is why I think Halloween is really cool, but I never really engaged with any of the activities. I went to a haunted house. Well, it wasn't a house. A haunted barn, I guess? It was a haunted experience thing you went through, and it was meant to really scare. I was absolutely terrified. I never want to do it again. And it was meant to not be very scary. I got scared at Disneyland in the haunted mansion. It's not good. I can't cope. I'd love to go to a Halloween party, but I don't think that's really a thing. I've never known anyone who hosts one. I think it's quite an American thing to have big house parties, but apparently they do happen in the UK. I've just never... I don't think I have the right friends for that. Maybe I should host one. To be fair, we used to do Halloween parties when I was little, but they weren't really that like that. It was more maybe we decorate cakes, or or maybe we'd do a Halloween themed quiz that my friend had made, and we only did it because it was her birthday is a couple of days after Halloween, so we just it was a 2-in-1. So, and I think she liked having a themed party. Although eventually she stopped doing it Halloween themed. It just became a regular. One year we did a tropical party instead, and we had a paddling pool in November, and lots of tropical fruit and vegetables, fruits and foods, and we all dressed up in Hawaiian prints. It was interesting. You can make it any season of the year if you try hard enough. Oh my goodness, my hair is getting stuck. YouTubers are recommending you quite a few videos by small creators too. Great to see. Yeah, it's great to see. Oh my goodness. You're also getting small YouTuber Stargazer? That's good. Got to binge all the spooky movies like Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, definitely. You should go watch them all. I'd like to rewatch Nightmare Before Christmas. I've seen it once. And I vaguely remember bits of it. I don't really remember much of the plot though. I know that it's about there's a town they celebrate Halloween and something goes wrong and they have to go to the do they go to the real world? Or another realm or something? No, he goes to the place where they do Christmas, right? And then they try to help them? I don't remember the plot. I need to rewatch that film. Oh my god. Good evening, Braves girl, to you too. I hope you're having a pleasant one. Oh my goodness. You've been watching Cyberpunk 2027? 2020? No, not 2077. No, 2027. That'd be in 2 years. Oh my god. Maybe. You know, that could happen. You never know. And that happens. Okay. Do you get spoilers? That's a shame. Oh my goodness. Halloween Disney is also nice. You haven't been a long time. Well, I haven't been to Disney at Halloween. I've only been to Disneyland once, and that was in July. Like 6-7 years ago or something. It was really good, but it wasn't Halloween. No. You should throw a Halloween party for Vieus. I can throw you guys a Halloween party. I absolutely would do it. I mean, I did it last year. We had 2 weeks of Halloween activities, and I think it was really good. I still don't know if I'm at the level where I'm ready to play a horror game for a one-off stream. I think it might traumatize me. So I was trying to say this earlier and I got distracted. I really struggle to separate horror from real life. So I end up thinking about it, that it's real for weeks, and I can't sleep. I'm just imagining being murdered by whatever was in the horror film or the game or the TV show in one episode that was particularly scary or something. It's not good, and it just makes me really upset. You can be the first to host a Halloween party. That's true. If something does not exist as a thing you do with your friends, why not be the one to start it? You might find out that everyone else actually also really wants to do that thing, and they were just waiting for someone else to be the first. And they often show up. I mean, I had a couple of weeks ago, some of my friends came round before they all went off again to go to various places. And that wasn't planned at all. I mean, they've never come round my house before. But a second we asked, a bunch of people actually decided they wanted to come over, and we played on the Nintendo Switch, and we had a great time. You just gotta ask about these things, I think. Vieus is filled with whimsy. Thank you, I try to be. Funnily enough, you mentioned Halloween Town. There is actually a map on ROLEPLAY, which is the world which I exist around me here. And I think it's called Halloween Town. We went there before. It's alright. Let's do some world. There's a couple of Halloween maps we can have a look at. So we'll see if we like them. But tonight we're at the campsite. Very typical Vieus place to be. Hence the campfires, trees and tents and mountains on my dress. Oh my god. I've had this model for so long now. I am a bit overdue for an upgrade. I want to get a new one soon. I have some ideas, but I need money. I know I talk about this a lot, but yeah, it's on my mind. Anyway, instead of Christmas caroling, we do Halloween caroling. Go around people's houses and sing outside. Do people actually do Christmas caroling? I've always seen it in films. I've never seen it happen. No one's ever come to us. I wish they came to us. I'd love it if some random people came to the door and started singing happy songs. Wouldn't that be sweet? I think it would be nice. You also don't do well with horror games. They give you nightmares for like a week. Yeah, honestly, I've been having dreams recently which have not been very happy and a little bit dark. I don't need to make things worse. It's just usually things like, oh, all your hopes and dreams have been crushed, or you had this terrible disease and everything has gone wrong. You know, that kind of dream. It's not ideal. Sometimes I have good dreams, but most of my dreams something goes wrong. And it's it's not so great. Just asking your friends if they want to hang out. It's the easiest thing you can do to connect again. Yeah, absolutely. You would be surprised at how many people will actually show up to things if you ask. You feel like I cannot say that word. Caroling is an antiquated practice. I think it is. I think it's quite an old-fashioned thing at this point. I'm gonna have a drink. Okay. Hydrated. I'm so bad at swallowing liquids. It takes me forever. I always feel so bad. Christmas caroling used to happen when you were a kid. You're saying Halloween caroling instead. Go around and sing Edgar Allan Poe poems or something. You know, there's a song called Edgar Allan Poe. It was in Eurovision when it was in the UK a couple of years ago. It was quite funny. It was a strange song, but I thought it was cool. It was very Eurovision-y. Just weird little things that have come out of Europe. It was nice. The Raven? What are you talking about the Raven for? What is the best month to do outdoor stuff like camping? October has to be October is way too cold. What the hell? Don't do camping in October. I would say the best month to go camping is September. And maybe the start, any time in September really, it'd be fine. Just make sure you bring stuff to keep you warm. I wouldn't go in October. It'd be too cold. October's a cold month. Maybe, and also, honestly, anytime from May would be pretty good, I'd say, as well. Quote the Raven. I still don't understand Rihanna, I'm sorry. Oh dear. Are you saying that you said I feel like caroling is an antiquated practice was a quote from something called The Raven? Maybe? Yes, but November is when it gets cold. I disagree. October gets very cold. I've been really cold recently, and I've had to put extra layers on. The only reason I'm not so cold right now is because my computer is really, really, really hot, which is heating up my entire room. It's fine, it's bad fun. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Something I learned about me is I struggle to understand jokes a lot of the time, and it's not good. Now you're imagining caroling in October or early to the middle of November, it'd be a bit off-putting, especially if it was just people doing Christmas carols over and over and over. Oh yeah, from October onwards. Oh, that would get on your nerves, wouldn't it? You wonder if Thomas is the type to wear shorts in cold weather. Many people who wear shorts in the cold weather. Oh, there's always those people who want to wear shorts all year round. It's like some kind of psychological contest with all the other people who wear shorts all year round. And they're like, ha, I can do it. I'm better than you for some reason because I can cope with the cold. It's so stupid. You're just getting to freeze your legs off. You struggle to tell jokes. We're on equal terms. Yeah. It's fine. Raven is an Edgar Poe poem. To be honest, I can't say I know any Edgar Allan Poe poems at all. I don't think I do know any. I don't think I've ever read any. I don't think it was something that's come across me. I've heard of them, but that's about it. Oh dear. You hate the heat? October is chilly, but not real winter cold yet. Yeah. October is decent. It's not, you're not freezing to death, but it can be cold at night time sometimes when you're in bed. And that has been over the last couple of days. I don't think it was so bad yesterday, but I think the night before or something, I was really cold. I had a lot of clothes on. That helped me out. No, you're built for the cold. That's good. It's good to be built for the cold if you live in a cold place, because you will be very upset and you'll just be suffering all year otherwise. Oh my goodness, I like the cold places though. That's why I was really happy when we went to Norway in the summer instead of staying in the boiling hot UK. Well, it was only for a week, but it was a good week. It did get really hot when we went, actually, so I think we were lucky for that reason. Your brother's one of those people. It could be snowing outside and he'll still be wearing shorts. Yep, those people are insane. But it definitely happens. And you can't, your hands, they freeze. Oh yeah, that's my main problem. My hands, and especially my feet, get really, really cold. Not sure if you're aware, but you're an anime character. How did you escape your anime? You see, that's my special power. I am unique amongst anime characters. I am capable of going into real life. And if you I assume this is your first time coming across me, but if you actually were to go look at some of the other stuff I've done in my videos, you'll see I do actually go into the real world. That's my special power. I am an in real life VTuber. I'm able to interact, go on adventures, go on zip wires and go across the sky, or climb a mountain. That's also a thing I did. I mean, I'd like to do a better mountain climbing video than that one day, but that video's alright. Some of my old videos I'm not going to rewatch. Go check it out. Yeah, go for it. There you go. I am magical. If you're a fan of Doctor Who, I get the feeling you'd like Isaac Asimov's Foundation series. I have never heard of that, but potentially, maybe. Augmented tuber. Mixed reality tuber, VTuber I'd say, but yeah, whatever you want to call it. Oh my goodness. I used to be so passionate about making fully immersive VR, and that just reminds me of it, because I've tried out the Microsoft HoloLens once, and it was amazing. I think stuff like that is so cool, getting to wear some glasses and then see things in the real world. I understand that that's now possible with VR because of I believe the Oculus Quest 3 has a mode where you can see the room and interact with things in the room. So does the Oculus sorry, it's not Oculus, Meta Quest. So does the Meta Quest 2, which is what I have, but the Meta Quest 2 only does it in black and white, and it makes you feel sick because it's very low quality of a camera. It's not very good, but it is augmented reality in a way. It's interesting. Asimov was a sci-fi writer back in the day. That's augmented reality, you think? Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. VR is cool. You get a little motion sickness. Yeah, I get quite a lot of motion sickness, unfortunately, which really frustrates me because there's so much I think I could do as a 3D VTuber with VR, but I can't bring myself to do it because I just feel so sick. I have been thinking about trying it though, and just kind of pushing through the motion sickness for a stream, because my friend Joanna Munzi recently told me that they managed to get their headset to work with their PC finally. And I think I should probably try the technique they used. I don't know if it'll work because they've got the Quest 3 and I've got the Quest 2. But if it does work, then maybe I could try something like that. We talked about possibly maybe doing some VR chat. I think that could be cool because then I can look the same, because in every other game I'm not going to look like me, but in that game I can upload myself. I don't know how to put my character in the game, but there's lots of tutorials, so it shouldn't be that hard. I'm used to using Unity. That's how I make my mouth move. If you don't use Unity, your mouth becomes kind of just, you talk like this. No, you don't even get that much movement. You can kind of do that, but no, it just doesn't look the same. It's a lot less expressive. A lot more mouth movements, I'd say, and then also there's the other things you can do. Although today I'm not using my iPhone, so it's not as expressive. It's a pain using the iPhone, honestly. Tell us more about these dreams. Hope you're okay. Have you ever tried lucid dreaming? I would tell you more about my dreams, but I can't really remember them that well. I just remember a vague idea of how it made me feel and what it might have made me feel about slightly. So it's hard for me to put words into what I remember. I'm sorry. You ever tried lucid dreaming? No. Well, no. Sorry, I have, but I've never ever been successful. I tried for years. I was always trying to do all these things and lucid dream and make and be able to do the things I want to do in my dreams. I wanted to live my isekai dreams in my dreams. What a sentence. You know what I mean though. I wanted to pretend I was a character in a fantasy world, but unfortunately it doesn't work for me. Do you have a face tracker for VR chat? No, I don't, Brave Skull, which means all I'd be able to do is mouth movement. But it's not so bad considering the things I'd get to do. I'd get to explore worlds. I mean, if we think about the stream I did on Tuesday with Connect Sports, I realised when I came back and did the clips that my face tracking kind of wasn't working very well at all because I was too far away from it. I didn't realise that. I might try... There is a position I can put it in that's a bit closer, but it's still not... I don't know if it'll work still. It's just because I have to stand a lot further back to use the Connect than if I was just doing a regular 3D stream. So I'll see if it works. But if it doesn't, then I'm just going to turn on lip sync from the audio and it'll be better than nothing. And that's what VR chat does anyway, so it's not so bad. Lucid dreaming seems scary to you, does it? But lucid dreaming shouldn't be scary. Lucid dreaming is having the ability to do whatever you choose to do in your dream. That's the point. You have control. And when you have control of a situation, you shouldn't feel scared anymore. Because I think that's what fear is. It's a lack of control, or a feeling of a lack of control, and not being used to it, and worrying about what's going to happen because you don't have control of something. At least I think that is how it is for me. You had a lucid dream once when you were a kid. It was awesome. Never experienced it since then, though. Yeah, I think that happens a lot as well. Some people have it happen once and then never again. Oh my god, I used to have this... Well, I say used to. I would say we're still friends, kind of. We just haven't seen each other for a long time. But yeah, one of my friends used to tell me that they lucid dreamed every night. That's how they dreamed. They actually didn't understand us, people who have normal dreams. They thought that was weird because they always choose what they do in their dreams. And to me, that sounds so cool. What the hell? I want to do that. I want to be able to control my dreams. What? Hello, Casey Batman 1985 and Zax FSO. Hope you're having wonderful days today. I know, it's interesting, isn't it? One day you get a face tracker for VR chat, maybe? I don't know, there aren't really very good solutions for that, are there, for VR? You kind of... Because I know there's an old headset that does have face tracking, but there isn't really a solution at the moment that's new. So I assume eventually someone will release something to do that, but not right now. It's not easily doable. I think there are modifications you can make and things you can do, but it's not officially supported, which is bizarre to me because it's such a big game in the VR industry and yet nobody is bothered to do it. Maybe it just didn't sell very well in the few times they tried, so they just didn't think it was worth it. I don't know. I'm gonna have a drink. You control your dreams by playing messages and listening to them as you sleep. That's a good idea, actually. I have managed to influence some of my dreams, and it doesn't work all the time. But if I want my dream to be about something specific, and I think about it, think of my dream being about that a couple of nights in a row, I will eventually manage to make my dream that situation. I was going to give an example of something, but I didn't want to talk about that. So I went. Well, let's say I really wanted to be in an anime, a particular anime, and I wanted to be this character. I wanted to be a certain character in an anime. I'm sure you might want to do that sometimes. I do, at least, or a TV show or something. If I really, really try, I can kind of end up in that situation. But the story doesn't really go the way I want it to, and it usually ends up with something going wrong in the dream. All of my dreams do that. But it can kind of work. It's not really what I want, though, unfortunately. Your dream called you out for having weak arms since you couldn't use your sword very well, even though you got a direct hit. No! Oh, Mina, so I understand you. My powers always stop working in dreams. It's... Oh... You know, people in chat by talking too much, trying to cut down your texting where it's difficult. I think I have a bit of a problem of doing that sometimes. I tend to send a lot of messages in a go, and then the replies I get aren't very interested in what I have to say. And I'm like, I need to just learn to not always talk non-stop. I don't know. I like talking about things. It's not good. Ow. Maybe toss right after the... You got your opponent right at their neck, but you couldn't finish them off since your arms weren't strong enough. You need to do more push-ups. Ah. Maybe. Maybe it's just your brain being like, you need to go back to the gym. But the fact that you do push-ups at all is really good. I'm really proud of you for doing that exercise. I did some exercise today. I was so proud of myself. Oh my goodness. What type of character, Vieus? Are you asking what type of character I choose to be in anime? I mean, usually it's just one of the protagonists or something, and someone with a really cool life that I want to have, you know? It's my escapism. It's great. You hate trying to run away from something in a dream and feel your legs feel like some spaghetti. Does that happen to you? Oh, that must be difficult. If you're trying to run away from something, I assume it's very scary. For me, it is usually more, we're on an adventure, or we're saving the day, or we're superheroes, or I'm in a magical academy for witches, and when it comes my turn to use my magical powers, or whatever it is, they just don't work. And in my memory of who I am as a character in the dream, I'm certain that I've used it before. Some of the other people around me know that I've used it before, but there's always somebody who's never seen me do it before, and for whatever reason, because they're watching, it doesn't work, and I'm just like, typical. And I don't know why. You said an assassin? You want to make sure you had it right? No, I did not say an assassin. I said whatever character I want. Can you tell I'm moving around a lot? I am rocking on my chair. And they're going bobbing up and down. Let's keep continuing to work out in the gym. Yay! Go work out in the gym. It's really good for you. I've been... Yes, wiggly. Vieus can't sit still. That's the problem. Oh my god. Yes, you're moving like you're on a boat. Let's make it more rapid. Again. Whee! I'm fine. Yes, so today I played a game called Your Shape Fitness Evolved. It's on the Connect. I played it with my mum, and it's a really good fitness game. I really recommend it if you have a Connect. Because it's like watching YouTube videos, YouTube workout videos with instructors. But it's also like Just Dance. It's like the Just Dance of the fitness world. You are scored on how well you do the moves that they are doing. And there's an instructor there to show you what to do. It's really good. It has so many options. And it even has actually some dances on it. We did some Latin dancing, which was really fast and really hard. But it was good. And we did yoga and a mini game where you smack bricks with your arms across your body. And we also did a balancing beam game, and I think we did something else. So maybe that was it. I think that might have been it. But it was good. Oh yeah, there's a game in it which is basically a rhythm game with your feet, so you have to put your feet forwards, backwards, left and right. They're really, really good games, but I could never play this game on stream because the entire game doxes you. This game does not use your in-game avatar. It uses your camera on your Kinect and puts you in the game. So it's not really an option, unfortunately. I am not a flesh tuber. I am a VTuber. It's fine though. I should play it a lot because it'll be really good for me. It's a really good fitness game. It has a running game in it as well. It's got loads of options. It's plenty to keep you entertained, and it has things like doing things to work on your muscles. It covers all of the groups of fitness. It's really good. Wish you had a dream about magical academies. It sounds a lot more interesting than the dreams you usually have. I've had a lot of dreams about being in some kind of magical academy. It's really common for me. I don't know why. I think I've seen a decent amount of media about that concept. I've seen I mean, I don't support the author, but obviously the first one I watched when I was younger was Harry Potter. But then I've watched Little Witch Academia, which is really good. I really enjoyed that show. I saw the Worst Witch, which is a children's BBC TV show. I've seen loads and loads of anime that do it recently. Oh my god, there's so many. There was Mashal, The Silent Witch, and then there's the fact that there's loads of villainous anime and stuff where they usually... And there's a lot of shows about nobles of society going to a magic school. It's quite a popular trope. So I've seen a lot of shows like that. So I think it makes sense to me that I end up dreaming about it. Also, just because it's such a cool concept. Who wouldn't want to attend an academic institution where you learn how to use magic? Excuse me, I want to do that. It sounds so fun. I wish it was real. I think I'd be good at it as well, because I was good at maths. And I think that's usually, if you're good at maths, you're good at magic. So that would be pretty good for me. I would devote my life to it. But then would it be so cool if it was commonplace? I'm not so sure. But I feel like out of all people, I would be interested, because I was always so into magic and fairies and everything as a child. It was my passion. I loved fairies. I wanted to be, when I was little... What I wanted to be when I grew up was a fairy. I didn't want a job. I wanted to be a fairy. That's all I wanted in life. And my dream has still not come true. But maybe one day, you never know. maybe I'll somehow become a fairy. Oh dear. You know, fantasy is probably why you play so much D&D. Yeah, that makes sense. I love fantasy too. A lot of people, it's the watch some fantasy media, get into D&D pipeline. Very commonplace. I tried D&D. I tried so hard to get into it, but I don't have role-playing skills, really, unfortunately. And I wish I did. It's just something I never engaged in as a child, and I never developed them. I never joined in with my friends when they played role-playing games as children, because I didn't understand the point. And I never played them at home either. My brother tried a couple of times and I just didn't know what to do. So unfortunately, D&D is something I can't enjoy, and I wish I could. It sounds like it's a lot of fun, and I love reading about how to play the game and the rule books and looking at all the monster stats and stuff. I find that fascinating, but I can't take part in it. Hello, Lello, welcome back. I know you haven't seen me in some time. I'm doing great, thank you. I hope you're doing okay. It's been a long time. Thank you so much for finding me again. It seems like you're happy about that. Oh my goodness. You're a theatre kid. Your brother plays, his wife plays. Yeah, that's cool. I was always interested in plays and musicals and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know if I call myself theatre kid. It's a bit of a strong term. I just can't improvise really very well. I think I'd like to try to learn. It's something I also struggle with music. I'm not very good at improvising music, and that's the reason I didn't continue studying it at university. I wanted to go to a conservatoire, but then my art teacher took me to a session where she brought loads of different, lots of her students together to a place, and we all did a day of learning music together, and I really, really didn't like the improvisation. There was a strong focus on that, and she told me that's a big part of what you do at conservatoires. So that's why I never studied the harp properly at a conservatoire, even though I actually really wanted to do it at one point. I thought I was going to become a harpist in an orchestra. That was the dream. No. And that's the thing, in an orchestra you don't even have to improvise, but it would have been a big part of my education, and I wouldn't have liked it. It's not something I enjoy. Oh my goodness. Are you improvising now, just chatting? Well, yeah, I think I've been forcing myself to get better at coming up with things to say on the spot, but it's not the same as being in a character and coming up with situations and role-playing. I do think it sounds fun. I want to try it. I do. But maybe not in a D&D situation. Oh my goodness. Rob, Wag, Happy Cat and Bar Guest, and a few others an exception though. An exception to what? Oh, fairies! I see. Don't ask fairies after playing Lost about 6, Avalon the Fae and Fate Grand Order. Well, some media will change your perceptions of fairies, but there are lots of different types of fairies. Some fairies are good, some fairies are evil. Just gotta meet the right ones. I only ever wanted to be a good fairy. Improve with maths? Do funny voices. What do you mean? Oh my goodness. Do you like predictability and structure? I don't know if I do. That's the thing. Because I've tried doing things like setting stream schedules, and I did do that for a long time. But whenever I make a stream schedule, I tend to find that when it's actually time to do the stream which I had planned, I don't want to do it anymore, and I want to do something else. So I seem to be a bit spontaneous, really, and that's my entire day. It's interesting. Improv with math. I still don't get it, Rihanna, I'm sorry. Minato is really into mythology and folklore, and Piers say, I think mythology and folklore is really cool though. I'd love to learn more about it. I used to have phases where I'd research certain topics like that for really heavily, and then stop. It was weird. You like D&D, but your attention span makes it very hard to sit still for a 4-hour session. Yeah, I understand that. It's a long time. When I tried playing, I just remember getting ever so bored. I think it was a mixture of things. It was a long time to be playing a game with which is all in your mind, and then also doing something I'm not very good at. You watched stuff like Critical Role and Dimension 20 for a long time, then when you got to uni, you were invited to a D&D group and fitted in surprisingly okay. You think watching others play really helps. Yeah, that's really good to hear that. My brother used to watch Critical Role all the time. I don't know if he does anymore, but he was really into it. He is big into D&D. He has hosted a lot of games, played so many games. We bought him loads of books for it. I don't know if he still does it, but it's definitely his thing. And he was a big Critical Role fan. Did every kid guess a little Egyptian phase in middle school? No, I didn't. We did study Egyptians when I was 7. When I was 7, we studied them. But I don't think I was particularly interested, honestly. I was interested in fairies, okay? That was all I wanted to care about. Oh my goodness. Like, cool grounds? What do you mean? Can you do improv now? Pretend to be a tour guide, or you're on a cooking show? What? Why would I do that? It's strange. Hello, Inochi K. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're having a good day today. Welcome back. Along with the mythology and whatnot, I've had phases where I spent a lot of time looking into Arthurian legends, but I could not tell you much about it anymore. I don't remember it. But I was very interested at one point. I did a lot of Wikipedia reading. It was interesting. And it's fascinating how many different stories there are about the same characters and how conflicting the mythology actually is. It's strange. You end up with people who are somebody's wife, but also their mother/daughter, depending on the story, or they'll have a slightly different name or something. And there's a lot of characters with the same name as well, who are very clearly some other character. It's bizarre. Haven't seen who, do you mean you? In a while either. How are you doing? Good, you talk like an owl. I like that. I'm doing okay, thank you. Hope you're doing lovely as well. Oh yeah, you said hoot afternoon. I should have got the idea straight away. I'm sorry. Yes, everything is going okay. My voice is hurting today. I was doing some karaoke with my mum. It's not a very typical activity to do with your mum, but we did fitness on the Your Shape Evolve fitness game, and then we did karaoke. And then we had an Indian takeaway. So my throat kind of hurts. So I have another sip of my drink. There we go. Hi, Goddess JLP. I hope you're having a lovely day today. I see you liking my tweets a lot, funnily enough. That's where I recognise you from. Hi. Welcome in. You had your mythology phase post high school. You're still in it right now. Yeah. Mine was probably when I was about 15 or so. I was looking a lot into the Arthurian stuff. I really don't remember it though. You're right. You're more excited for your lady friend to get into VTubing. She's kind of interested. Ooh, I hope that she enjoys it. Well, I don't even necessarily hope that she enjoys it, but I hope if she spends money that it's worth it. Because you doesn't have to enjoy it. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of other things she could do, but it'd be lovely if she does. VTubing is a very fun thing. I think it's amazing, and it's cool to see what new people can bring into their medium. If they've got any new ideas for content they'd like to make, I think it can be really, really nice to see when someone does something different. Anywhere special you want to go for October Vieus? No. I don't have any ideas. I'm supposed to be going somewhere on Sunday with my mum, and we have not picked what we're doing yet. I haven't got any idea. I've been thinking I should go somewhere that I can film a video about, but I don't know where to go. I think it'd be really nice if I did a video like the one I made about Rutland water, if anyone remembers that. I went, it's a reservoir, and I talked about all the little things that we found as we walked around. I thought it was interesting, just exploring some history that was local to that area, but it's surprisingly hard to find places like that. Most places don't have a walk like that you can just go on around. They're not usually as large. I think a reservoir is quite unique in that sense, because usually, let's say you go for a walk in a forest, the only thing in a forest is going to be the trees. Maybe a cafe, so that's not going to work. Or if you just go on a walk through some fields, it's going to be someone's house and their cowshed. That's not going to work either. I don't know, maybe I should walk around a city or something. That could be interesting. Doing okay, hope you have a lovely stream. So nice to catch you live. Yeah, thank you so much, Goddess JLP. I would try. I'm having a think. What could I do? I don't know. My throat really does hurt. I don't know what I do wrong when I talk. I'm gonna go get another drink because yeah, okay, I'll get another drink and I'll be back, and then hopefully I will feel a bit less dehydrated. Hello, NC. Welcome. Thank you for the heart. I've got another drink, so hopefully, my voice will survive a bit longer. That would be nice. Oh my goodness, I am tucked in properly now. What was I talking about? I was thinking about somewhere I could possibly go for a video. I don't know, but yes. So the things I actually had in my list of plans to talk about for today were the things that people do in autumn. So I actually might get onto that. Oh my goodness. Pumpkin patch near you? Yeah, I think there is actually one. I think I do know somewhere you can do that, kind of. Didn't used to do that, but they do. I think they do kind of, or at least they sell lots of pumpkins. I don't know. I don't think you can go pick them or anything. I don't know. Maybe. It's an idea, at least. I don't know if it's too soon, because if you get a pumpkin now, it's going to go rotten. You got to get your pumpkin just before Halloween, or it'll go moldy, and that's nasty. Don't get it too soon, unless you're going to use it for food. But I don't really like pumpkin that much. I remember one year we ended up getting, a pumpkin. And my mum decided to use all of the flesh inside our pumpkins, it was multiple pumpkins, to make lots of food. And we had weeks of pumpkin soup, pumpkin pie. I never want to eat the stuff again. Go mushroom hunting, don't eat, just take pictures, do that for a video. I don't know, even if you don't eat them, it just sounds like, what if I accidentally touch my face or something and then just die because I've accidentally poisoned myself? That sounds way too dangerous for a video, my god. But it's a nice idea. I understand where you're coming from. It's like stuff you can do in the forest. You can get it around now if you don't carve it and keep it cool, you think? But wouldn't you have to keep it possibly in the fridge? And that's... Do you have space for that? I don't. You like pumpkin, but squash is where it's at. Squash seed would hit hard right now. Yeah, there's the seasonal vegetables of autumn, which are pumpkins and squashes. I think squash is a really cool thing to grow. They're so pretty with their stripes, and they come in so many varieties. I don't think I'm a big fan of how they taste, but they're just a fun thing to grow, and they're the kind of thing they like to use at harvest festivals. At horticultural shows, I think they're called, where you do there are lots of little competitions of who can grow the biggest squash, who can grow the best potato. They look so much fun. I'd love to participate in one eventually. If they're still around, I hope they are. I think it's quite an old people's thing, and that's a shame. I hope people stay committed to gardening and horticulture. I think it's really cool. Hi, Saltwater. Are you having a good day today? I'm trying to wave at you, but it's not actually working. Come on, hand. There we go. It worked for a second. Oh, potato is good potato. Yeah. Oh, potato is tasty. Potatoes come in so many colours as well, but we only typically eat a couple of them. It's really weird. I don't know. I think it's something to do with how they taste, but they are, there's quite the rainbow of potato colours. I can't say there's a blue potato. There might be, but I don't think there is. Your birthday is less than 4 weeks away. Well, that's very soon then. I hope you have a wonderful birthday in 4 weeks. Honestly. That means it's in October, doesn't it? Depends on the species. What I found in the woods would be an interesting video series. Oh my god, now I'm imagining a video series where they start off as the most innocent thing and it just devolves into a subtle, mysterious undertones, and eventually it's just me running for my life with some hand or something just kind of in the background, some shadowy figure or some blurry monster. I'm just running. Why have I just imagined a horror series? What's wrong with me? Oh god, that would probably do quite well. But I would be terrified to buy my own content, so that's not a good idea. I would hate editing that. It would be horrifying. No, thank you. But yeah, someone else should do that. You know who should do that? There's a VTuber called Cara Underwood or something. Basically, they're a camping VTuber, but it's like horror camping. I think they call themselves a cryptid, but I don't really know what that is. I just know it's a horror thing to do with camping, and I think that would work really well for them because they've got a very similar theme to me, but it's more scary, so they could do that. But no. Was this some dream? You can't go wandering in the woods near you. Smugglers use it as a route, and you're not in the mood to have a run-in with the cartels. What the hell? Oh my god! They definitely don't do that in the forest that I've been going to for videos. Oh, Cara Wilderwood. There we go. Yes, that's who I was talking about. I haven't really watched any of their stuff. I just know what their theme is for their character. And I think it's cool to see similar kind of theming to me. I think that's nice and interesting. I wasn't talking about a dream I'd had or anything. Thank you, whoever that was, for subscribing. I wasn't talking about a dream or anything that I'd had. It was just an idea I came up with. The woods near me are very safe. They're just owned by what are they called? The Forestry UK. It's just an organisation that manages forests. It's just a place to go walking, really. It used to have some really good play equipment, but most of it's gone now. I think some of that stuff, well, they replaced some of it, but the stuff that I used to love is gone. I feel bad for the kids who can't play on that anymore. It probably wasn't very safe. I think that's why they shut it down. It was good. Exploring the wilderness in America can be risky. Yes, it can, can't it? You can go walking for days in the wilderness in America and not see anyone. You can't do that here, really. Because the country is so much smaller, it's so much safer. And you guys have bears! We don't have bears! Our woods are safe! Apart from, maybe don't go walking at night, because there might be some crazy lunatic there ready to murder you. But that doesn't happen ever. So probably actually quite safe. But I wouldn't go walking at night on your own in any scenario. It's just not a good idea. You might trip and fall, and then someone will find you the next day, and it was too late to save you. So don't do that. But yeah, the worst thing in our woods are foxes or badgers or birds, mice and rats, and deer. Deer are the largest things you're going to come across, but they're scared of you. They run away the second they see you. They're not going to come there. The most dangerous thing about woods are probably the other people. Oh yeah, definitely, especially because we don't have bears. There's not really much there. Yeah, deer are really cool. The UK is actually overpopulated of deer. I think you're legally very much kind of, if you're a hunter, they really do want you to shoot them, unfortunately. And it's very sad, but it's a real problem. They eat a lot of the roots in forests, and in new growth roots in forests, which means that new trees can't grow. And that kills the expansion of forests. There's a lot of environmental projects where they want to expand our natural forests, our ancient woodland, and the deer ruin the progress by eating all the new saplings. So I believe that's one of the reasons they protect them for a while they're growing, so that deer can't just eat them. But yeah, it is a shame. It is a shame. But that does mean we get the venison industry, I suppose. Venison is nice. I do like it. Skalishy on the trees part? No, it's more it is the humans' fault. It's not the deer's fault. It's because humans brought over too many non-native species of deer who didn't have any predators. I think the deer that we had natively were fine, and then people brought over other species that just bred like crazy, and now we have so many deer. Not that you will ever really see them much, but they are there. They're just really good at hiding, I suppose. I'm just going off what the official advice is, and it does say that there's an overpopulation. Anyway. Oh my god, I have tried working for the various wildlife trusts and management charities and associations. I've always applied to those jobs and been like, I want to help, and I never get the part. Because I don't really want to apply for the volunteer roles, because in order to get to the places I have to spend money, and if I don't have a job, I'm just hemorrhaging money in public transport to volunteer my time, which is annoying. Because, pardon me, money is precious to me. You didn't know there was non-native deer? Yeah, there are. Let me look this up for you. I can tell you what the non-native deer are in the UK. It's actually, you'd be surprised. Well, I don't know if you know any deer species at all. Hello, Beat Club. It is a cute cat. So yes, I hope you're having a lovely day today. There's a ruin near where you live. It's rumoured it used to be used by rich people for various occult rituals, some spooky, worldly stuff and weird stuff where you live. Really? Yeah, but that makes sense in a way, because you mentioned before that you're from America, and America is really known for having cults. It's a big thing. I think there's a study out there where it's like Americans are more susceptible to becoming members of a cult because of the very highly religious way of living that's over there compared to some other countries. It's interesting. Vieus, you know I'm not. What do you mean? What are you not? Because I am confused. I like your oh dear joke, it's good. Let me have a look at non-native to UK deer. Yeah, okay, here we go. So the British Deer Society, it says, of the UK deer species, only red deer and roe deer are truly indigenous. Fallow deer were introduced by the Normans, while 3 Asiatic species, Reeves muntjac, Chinese water deer, and sika, arrived in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. And it's because we have because of the deer that aren't the red deer, this isn't on the website, but it's because of the red deer, the deer other than the red deer and the roe deer, that we have the overpopulation problem, unfortunately. You're from one of the spooky states. What's a spooky state? I've never heard of this in my life. That's interesting. My dad was talking to me the other day, but he finds it fascinating how there are so many houses in America that are known for being, as you just say, paranormal or haunted because some old rich lady died or something. And it's so bizarre to us because in the UK, you know, we've had people have lived here. Obviously, you guys have the Native Americans, but your ghost stories are usually about white people, honestly, that died, not Native Americans. And we just don't really have many haunted houses here. It's not a thing, and like, I don't even know how people come to believe in ghosts. Where does this come from? It's strange to me. Are that many people just having hallucinations? I've never met anyone who actually really has seen one. I had teachers at school who claimed they'd seen one, but I think they were lying to us. It's strange. You guess everything is ancient in the UK. It is, that's the thing. Everything is really old, and lots of people have died in every plot of land, I'm sure. So everywhere should be really... That's the thing. Like, if all these places in America are really haunted, why is everywhere in, say... My dad's point was, why are not the place where the Battle of the Somme happened, the Somme, why is that not packed full of ghosts? You know? If there are ghosts, why are they not there? Why are there no ghosts where World War II and I happened? You know, it doesn't make sense. You don't hear about that because it's not... Anyway. It doesn't work. The idea of a deer society makes you think of a little council of deer in the woods making decisions about deer-related business. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god, Riona, I like that idea. I want to see that. In the ancient year of 1800s, England looking over at a pub from the 8th century. I know, right? You don't know about British ghosts because they know manners. Oh, I see. So British ghosts just keep to themselves and don't let us know they exist. Well, according to the TV show Ghosts, they're very much there and we just can't see them. Old UK ghost about knocking over a glass. A bit rude. Yeah. Ghosts are known for knocking things over, but that's so rude of them, honestly. It's not just ghosts in America. We've got Bigfoot, the Wendigo, Skinwalkers. I know. I don't understand where these come from. Who was coming up with all these horrifying things? They're just trying to scare people for attention. It's not real. It's okay. If these things were there, we would have video evidence by now. It's so silly. But people just do it for fun, don't they? It's half the point. It's like people who try to do the Bigfoot sightings. They're doing it because they think it's fun to go search for some some made-up creature. They think it's a nice little day out to go taking pictures, and they love to participate in the culture of making sure it's a really low-quality picture where it's really just a smudge in the background. I think they do it because they enjoy it, and I think that's cool. I don't know. I'm gonna have a drink. Okay. You don't remember the context, but you saw a comment that said, wow, it's almost like America is built on a Native American burial ground or something. It was. It was. But yeah, my point is that, yeah, well, while there were lots of Native Americans who would have died in America, they're not the ones that their ghost stories ever talk about. Well, probably sometimes, but most of the time they aren't. So it's strange. I don't know. Anyway. What do I do for Halloween? That is the question, I think. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do this year. I really need to think about it. Definitely do Halloween karaoke. I'd like to see if I can set up a way to use I have a phone camera stand thing. I want to see if I can set that up properly so I can do hand-cam streaming again, because I've lost my clip for my other camera, which is why I haven't been using my webcam. Pardon me. I used to use my webcam for all of my face tracking as well, but I've just been using the one that's built into my laptop. It's not high quality, but it looks okay. It's a shame though. I think about it. I don't even know what Halloween craft I would do. Or maybe we could do some kind of cooking. I love doing stuff like that. It's been a long time though. Pick a costume and walk around the neighborhood and tell us how it goes. What? Hello, Asian wing sauce. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hi, welcome back. Hope you're having a lovely day. I don't think I'd... You know, you talk about walking around the neighborhood, but I actually did see someone wearing a dinosaur costume on my birthday. They were just walking around, happily going around their business in one of those inflatable dinosaurs, and it was great. Highlight of the day, honestly. Just on the bus. We just see this person walking to their house. What? They just been out to the shop or something as a dinosaur. I bet they got the most... I think that would have cheered people up, honestly. I appreciate people who do that. No, don't worry about being busy, Ancient Ring Sauce. It's okay. That's absolutely fine. Don't worry about that. What costume will you wear? I'm not going to do it, Thomas Smith. I'm not actually going to go on a walk in some silly costume. I could never. I have no shame on the internet as my internet self. But in real life, the embarrassment is strong. I can't do it. I'm so shy. Oh my god. You know how hard it is for me to answer the phone? Very hard. I never ever answer the phone. I swear, I won't even answer the phone. Someone has to ring me twice, basically. And even then, I might not answer them. If they leave a message or send me a message being like, answer the phone, I might do it. And then I can never ring people up, but I need to organise things, and the fear gets to me. Never say never, but what about your name? Your name is Never. Hello, Never Knows Best. I hope you're having a lovely day. You once wore a Pikachu inflatable costume to work when you went to work? Oh, that sounds so fun. I'm surprised I let you do that. That's really cool. That's lovely. Your work has costume days this month. Sunday will be golf day, next week is superheroes, etc. That's such a nice idea. I love that. But I don't know if I like that in a way that it makes you feel like you're forced to spend money on new clothes that you would never wear again. And I don't like that idea. I think they should make... I know that you wouldn't have to participate, but you would feel like there'd be a lot of social pressure to join in. If you don't join in, you'll feel like you've missed out. And then I think there's probably most people will be buying it from fast fashion as well. I do not support that. I think it's too specific. It should be wear certain colour day, and if you don't have that colour, it's not a big deal. It should just be wear what you like, I think, or maybe wear something you wouldn't usually wear kind of days, because yeah, there is too much social pressure. I wouldn't like that. I used to struggle with special dressing up days at school for that reason. We had a Victorian day once, and I came in dressed as Queen Victoria, and I was so upset and so terrified to be seen in my costume that my mum had made for me that I pretended to be sick and then went home. It's really bad. I was so scared. I don't know why. Tell you what costume to wear in your granny town. I think you should wear whatever you want to wear. I don't want to tell you what to wear. I also have no ideas for you. You agree? You think you get like a 20% participation rate? You're going to wear a ton of eyeliner in your hair down, a black shirt probably? Yeah. Yeah, it's just that who is actually... no one's going to have a superhero costume just hanging around. People will have to buy them specifically. Or they'll have to make one out of what they've got. And it's not... I think that would also just be too embarrassing because you'd probably... I don't like that. You had a co-worker forced to an office Halloween party. She said she would show up as a ghost. She didn't come. When we asked why she didn't, she said ghosts are invisible. I love that though. She's not right. That's great. Such a good excuse to not show up to something, honestly. Oh my god. I've been thinking about being a vampire this year for Halloween. As my on stream, I mean. It shouldn't be too hard. I can easily do that the fangs because that's just a toggle. So that could be good. You were in character. What character were you, Thomas Smith? Maybe that's what you should dress up as again. Our vampire is the week after next. I guess. Superhero you and your department are going to be Power Rangers. We found $30 hoodies and you were willing to spend it, but you kind of got talked into it. Yeah, it's like, what the hell? That's $30 you've just spent on something you never were going to buy otherwise. That sucks for you. I'm really sorry that they forced you to do that. Superheroes are a silly American concept. They can't hurt, they don't exist. Huh? Superheroes aren't silly. I love superheroes. Don't insult superheroes, god damn it. And what do you mean they can't hurt you? Superheroes don't go around trying to hurt people. They are heroes. It's in the name. If they're not heroes, then they wouldn't be called hero. What? They're not there to hurt you. They're there because they want to keep you alive. But you can't see what you want to see what chat will come up with for you. I don't have any ideas for costumes, Thomas Smith. I'm sorry. I wish I did. Yeah, you tell them I know. I love superheroes. I really do. I think they're so fun. I always wanted to... That was the other thing I always wanted to be when I was younger. I was like, I want to be a fairy or I want to be a superhero. And I was waiting for those superheroes to come in. They never did. They never came in. I was never magical. Hello, Stephen. Hope you're having a good day today. Or Stefan. It was probably Stefan, isn't it? What's my favourite car? I don't know. Because I don't like cars. I don't drive. And I'm not interested in learning to drive. I can't say I have an answer to that one. Which is the default costume you think? You really like those little toadstool hats that you might buy one of those for Halloween? Oh, those are mushroom hats. Yeah, they've becoming really popular recently, haven't they? They're quite pretty. I like those. I did used to do witch or vampire every year. 1 year it was a black cat actually, but usually it was witch. Always witch. Because I really enjoyed doing witch makeup, face paint. I had a face painting kit. A harp string just snapped. What the hell? I wasn't even I swear to God, if it's one that I didn't buy a replacement for, I'm going to be quite annoyed. I need to go check. Oh my God. What? Again? I don't think I have a replacement for that string. It's not a ghost. It's a natural thing that happens to strings over time. They snap. I don't know what a zombie crawl is. Probably not. It's not a ghost, you guys. It's what happens to musical instrument strings. They eventually can't handle the tension anymore, and they go, and they're gone. Oh my God, I'm not Chinese. What do you mean? That's I've seen that that show, Love Chinibyo and Delusions. I've watched all of it. I don't really remember the plot at all. Hello, Cherry to Bean. Maybe that was Thomas's co-worker who snapped your harp string as a ghost. Oh, because they're invisible in my room, intentionally breaking my strings. Wow. That would be so weird. You think a string will snap after the tension of a metal object being bent and pulled for days and months on end is more believable than spectral dead people? Absurd! I know! It's like... Of course it was something that naturally happened. Ha! It's fine. Also, you got some more good news, but you don't know if you can say it here? What, did you reach a milestone or something on your channel? Is that why you don't know if you can say it? I mean, you might as well say it now. You brought attention to it, but... A zombie walk is an organised public gathering of people who dress up in zombie costumes. Participants usually meet in an urban centre and make their way around city streets and public spaces. I have never heard that before. I've seen videos of people playing zombie hide and seek, I guess. I don't know what to call it. Where there's a team of humans and a team of zombies and it goes on for a few days. It looks so fun. But I think it's quite an American and Canadian thing. That's where I've seen it. And they do it here, but not much. It is really good. I think it'd be entertaining. You've seen one of those in Rotterdam? Really? I've never heard that. It may well happen though, I just don't know. Nothing wrong with being tuney, yes, you tuned about being Rome in general. But there's a difference between believing you are something and just really wanting it, like wanting something fantasy to happen. Acting a certain way is very different to just wanting something. It's an well, if you think it breaches the self-promo, then don't say it. Then just try and follow the rules to the best of your ability is the thing I could say. It's an impromptu parade, a flash mob of people being dressed up as horde zombies. Yeah, it would be horrifying if it was actually people pretending that the zombie apocalypse has begun. People would be screaming. That would be so mean. I bet people have done that in the past once or twice. Oh, that would be cruel. You know, I met someone once who was in a zombie film. Now, I've met two people that were in zombie films, actually. One of them was... I think her role was she had to carry a baby and she was in the poster or something. That was really interesting to hear about. I bet the makeup is really long and intense, that. And I met someone else who was... like a zombie that was really aggressive and stuff, and that sounded really fun as well, honestly. I have not been a zombie though. It's quite an unusual thing to do. Lucky or unlucky, talking about the hoodie you bought isn't here yet. Just checked and you told the seller cancel your order. Oh dear. Well, I guess we own the you get your money back and you didn't have to waste it on something you weren't going to wear again though. Well, I hope things go well for you in HK. It's a shame though that you made plans to do that with your friend, well, your colleagues, and now you can't do it anymore. That's a shame. I'm sorry about that. I'm going to have another drink because my voice hurts. Okay. Yeah. And the other thing which we do in autumn in the UK, if you can, yeah, November's autumn, of course, as I talked about earlier, is we have something called Bonfire Night. And in Bonfire Night, we celebrate, for some reason, the king not being blown up in a particular year by a guy called Guy Fawkes, who hid underneath the Houses of Parliament with a bunch of explosive material because he wanted to blow up the king. And for some reason, we celebrate that he didn't die. People used to make little dolls or puppets of Guy Fawkes, and they used to put them on the bonfire and burn them to death. Also, Guy Fawkes was executed and his head was put on a spike. It's very famous. And there's a rhyme that we like to say, which is, remember, the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. I see no reason why such treason should ever be forgot. And it's very well known. And it's not something we do anymore, but my mum, when she was little, they used to make a big puppet doll of Guy Fawkes, and they'd go around with a wheelbarrow going to people's doors. This is what they did instead of trick-or-treating. They didn't do trick-or-treating on Halloween. It wasn't really a thing here. They went around to people's houses saying, have you got anything for the Guy? And Guy was Guy Fawkes. So they'd have up their little wheelbarrow with Guy Fawkes, and they'd get given different things from people. One person used to give them washers, which is the little round metal discs that you put on things to screw things into place, kind of, which is bizarre, but that's what they did, and I think that's a really cool little tradition. Yeah, that's what they do. It used to be for bonfire night. These days, it's more we just have a massive bonfire. But the other massive thing we do is fireworks. Bonfire night is also firework night. We all across the country, you'll have people setting off fireworks all night, and there's often big organised village-wise or town-wide celebrations where people will come together and organise one, and you can all go, and they usually serve hot dogs and soup and burgers. That is your bonfire night food. And I hate fireworks because they're too loud and they terrify me. I don't like looking at them in the sky because I feel like they're going to fall on my head. I used to have to wear earphone protectors when I went to fireworks, and it was still too loud. And everyone else had nothing on. They weren't even covering their ears with their hands. What's wrong with me? Why are my ears so sensitive to noise? Why did it hurt so much? It was a real shame. Everyone else used to really enjoy it, but I was just miserable. I really enjoyed the fire, though. I love looking at fires, and there's always such a big fire. You don't get to see that often. Although, funnily enough, a lot of places don't do a fire on bonfire night, I've noticed. They just do fireworks. I think quite a lot of the time you have to have your own fire these days in your own garden. I just don't know. I just remember going to certain events, and I don't actually think I saw any fire there. It's a bit weird for an event that's called Bonfire Night. Anyway. Oh my god. The zombie crawl in Newcastle, Cornwall and Glastonbury. I've been to Glastonbury, and I have been to Cornwall, but I don't know if I've been to that part. I mean, that's a weird way for Google to tell you, because two of those places are cities, and one of them is a county. I wonder where in Cornwall it is. I don't know. That sounds fun, minus the fireworks. Yeah, but the fireworks are pretty. I find them scary. Can't believe they made V for Vendetta. I haven't seen V for Vendetta, so I don't actually know what that is. What is wrong with you? Suspiciously nice. Everything else seems nice. Suspiciously nice? What does that mean? There's nothing. I'm not suspiciously nice. I am perfectly normal, perfectly nice, and there's no evil intentions behind it. You had to edit it to shorten it? Oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, I can see the message. But my chat on my phone is broken, by the way. It's like, it's about an hour behind the one on my screen. That is weird. Okay. I'm not sure what's happened there. It works well enough anyway. Oh my god. I don't think being nice is suspicious. Being nice is one of the easiest things you can do. It's just a choice you make. You just gotta say nice things to people, keep people positive, and be friendly. And I think it makes you feel happy and makes other people feel happy, and then everyone's happy. And that's what I think. Welcome back, Brave School, and hi again, Stefan. I so hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness. The said hi thing is really bizarre. They don't do that on non-YouTube short streams, but it seems to be a thing for some reason on YouTube short streams. I know I just thought I'd try doing another YouTube short stream today, see how it went. They're a good way to attract in new people, and sometimes they do okay. But I mean, yeah. You know, a really sad thing about bonfire nights at the moment, unfortunately, is because as a nation, we are kind of getting poorer. Unfortunately, a lot of places have been cancelling their fireworks, cancelling their bonfire nights. So people have to do it on their own gardens, and it all becomes these little events instead of these nice big ones for a village or something. And I think it's ever so sad. They have to cancel the New Year's fireworks as well. And I wish they didn't, honestly. It's such a nice event to go to. It's such a traditional English thing. We don't really have many things like that. And they cancel it these days. I mean, nice parents never clear if they're nice or just seek approval. You like when you occasionally curse. I don't curse. I don't swear. What do you mean? What do you consider a swear word that I've ever said? That's my confusion. Because I actively took the swear word out of the song that I did a cover of recently because I couldn't bring myself to say it. And I did the same when I did another song like that. Even the fireworks kind of getting them in front of me. Yeah. What do you mean getting poor? We have a massive inequality problem in the UK, Brace Girl. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting a lot poorer. And it trickles down to councils, which tend to be getting a lot poorer. That they have less and less. Their money goes less and less. How can I say this? The money that they have is worth less and less every year for the things it can go towards, and then they run out of money to do fireworks, unfortunately. And it's a real shame. It's a really good community event, and it just gets cancelled. You're nice because you don't want to be a jerk. Being a jerk takes too much energy. That's the spirit, Thomas Smith. I know. Being nice. I treat people... You know, they always tell you treat people how you want to be treated, so I do. I think it's good to just make other people have a nice day. It makes them like you more, first of all, and it also just makes the world a better place to live in. We don't need to be miserable, you guys. we can be friendly, it's okay. Oh my god, but yeah, my voice really hurts now. I've been trying the longest I can. The good news is tomorrow's stream is a harp stream. Assuming I can fix it. I'm not sure if I have a replacement for that string that broke. I'm concerned. I know I have ones for the ones I bought, but I didn't buy a replacement for that string. I do have some old strings from when I used to have them, but that might be a problem. I'm really annoyed. Can't believe that happened. I don't know. But yeah, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. And I won't have to do so much talking because it's a harp string, so that's okay. And I'll see you then. Bye bye everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. I really tried to push myself to stay and talk because I want to get better at talking on stream non-stop. I think it's a real skill. It's very difficult and I've been working on that. And that's why I was about an hour in and I was like, I want to stop. I don't know what to say anymore. But no, I pushed myself to continue and I think it went okay and I'm trying to improve. So I hope you had a nice time. Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whatever time zone you are in. And I really want to come back tomorrow. I hope I will. Hopefully I can fix up that harp. And I'll see you then. Bye bye.